Bam. All right, guys. He ought to be dizzy much as he spun around there. He's a little fella. Let's see if I might have to get a pair of pliers and grab it. He nailed that, didn't he? Because it's a little hook too. It's a size 6. Yeah, I got it. All right, guys. This is the Tweety Bird in ocean color. All right. Tweety Bird has, we used to call it Tweety Bird. It's got little twin tails on the back of it back here. They like to stick together till they get in the water, see? Once they get in the water, they'll separate some. But they like to stick together when they're in your hand or in the fish's mouth, don't they? Bam. All right, guys, got another one on the Tweety Bird. There you go. Not a monster, but he's a good fish. This is this Tweety Bird color is not on the site. This is Virginia shad with azure blue tail. Bam. GoPro, start recording. I don't think this one's that big. I think he thinks he's a big crappie. Nah, well, it's a nice one. I'm gonna get the net right here behind me, guys. Oh, he's okay. I got 2-pound test, so I do pick some up. I boat flipped some. I boat flipped a 12-inch the other day, and I went, man, I should be doing that with 2-pound test. But here's another thing. Look what happened. Bait came out of his mouth. That's another reason I know it. That's a nice fish, guys. Good eater right there, buddy. It ain't acting like a crappie. Yeah, it is. Fooled me. He was everywhere. You know, crappie usually fights in a little tight fight, you know. Here, maybe a little bit there. He was everywhere. He was over here, and he was over there. That's what a bass does, don't they? Especially spotted bass. We have spotted bass here. And that's what a spotted bass does. He runs over this way. Then he tries to run down. Then he runs over. And that's what he was doing. But I had a friend here fishing with me the other day. That's a nice fish. That's on this silver bullet Tweety Bird. Silver bullet color. That's what I'm doing today, guys. Y'all caught on yet. Maybe I didn't mention that. Sometimes I get to fishing, guys, and I'll be honest with you, I get to editing, and I go like, Dennis, what were you thinking about? I was just fishing. GoPro, start recording. Bam, guys. I'm running both cameras here, so I forgot to turn the other one, tell the other one to cut on when I got started, so y'all got to hear that. I got it on voice control. Y'all probably wondering how in the world do they do that when they run 2 cameras? That's what I do if I want to run 2 cameras. Don't do it very often. It's not a bad crappie. Bam, what do you think? I'm still on the silver bullet, so I need to switch colors, don't I? You know, I make a lot of videos where I do that. Some of y'all comment that's neat that I fish with 4 or 5 different colors in one video, but I do that for a couple of reasons. One is I get to show you a lot of different colors I'm using in baits, and I'm making baits. Let's put it that way. This is the silver bullet, and caught one the first time I threw in there. Okay. Number 2, I get to show you that they work, and some of these colors work. Now water's pretty clear right now. The silver bullet was the easiest. I mean, they just nailed it, guys. The silver bullet's a great color on this lake. Now this is Wow. Now you can see Wow is old time, old school smoke, black and red flake. All right, y'all remember that? All right. I know somebody's gonna say, Dennis, you got a new rod. I've had it about a week. I went to the local bait shop. Him and I are working on some bait, on a bait deal. Not a local bait shop. It's 45 minutes from me, but yeah, local. 45 minutes local. I got one guy, I say that because I got one bait shop's right on top of me. It's with about 1/10 of a mile from me. He sells my baits. So we're trying to work on something. This is the wild color. Now we're going to throw it in there. But I got over there and I picked this rod up, just looking around. Didn't go in to buy a rod. I went over to buy oil for my boats, a marina there too. It sells boat products, and they work on boats and so forth. They don't sell new boats, they just work on them. It's a service center. Works on trolling motors. And I walked in there, and this is the new Wally Marshall Classic. Picked up the rod, just looking around. I got the Nellies, and I got one Wally Marshall old one. I've had it a long time, and I love it. It's 7 foot also. And I picked this rod up, and I went, oh my gosh. It weighs nothing. It's got a good balance. It's perfect for the style of fishing I do, because I do mostly casting. On this lake, it's not much you can vertical jig. Like you see these fish right now, y'all know y'all sitting there watching me when I'm throwing that. See this couple of fish that's brushed. See the tree in the water? It's an old beaver hut that's got a tree laying on top of the beaver hut. Beaver hut's right here. It's a tree overhanging it that had fell on it. And the fish are down under the tree right there. So I got to kind of sucker them out. They were out further when I started. I see them coming out? You see the fish come out? All right, they come running out from that tree and grab this bait. And that's what I was trying to do. Just get it close to them over there, let it fall down past that tree, and see if they want to run out and grab one. And they did. Now I got a 2 pound test, so I'm not scared to flip these fish in the boat. Hit line that heavy. My friend and I was talking about this. I told him I was watching a YouTuber, and I'm not going to say who it was, because that's not important. That's their opinion. He's not very big, guys. He might be 9 3/4. Good size if you want to keep a few just to eat. And we was watching, they was talking about line size, and he said he went from 6 pound test to 10, and 20 pound braid. Yeah, 20 pound braid. And I'm going like, oh my gosh. He said he got tired of fish breaking his line on the, I think, now, hope I remember this right, on the 6 pound test, and he went to the 10. And I'm thinking, I used 2. I've had 2 fish break my line this year. And I think both of them were bass. Because we have a lot of spotted bass this lake. Y'all see me catching them. A lot of them I don't even put in the videos. And most of them are 8 to 14 inches that you catch on these crappie baits. I catch a little 2 or 3 inches too, but a lot of them are that size. But you take a 12-inch bass and you throw under a dock. Both times it's been under a dock. You throw under a dock, and he hits you, and he comes around the post like this and runs that way. 2 pound test is not going to hit. You're not going to stop him. And I think that's what's happened. I've turned crappie. I've frayed the line. I got the crappie hung up on docks and still get them in on 2 pound test. But why do I use 2 pound test? Right here's why I use 2 pound test. This little bait right here. See that little tiny head? All right, so 1/32. That little bait adds no weight. All right, you know what I'm saying? You go to a bigger bait, you get more weight to cast with. I can take this little bait right here. No problem. Look at there. Pitch it right over there. No problem. All the way. Try that on 6 pound test. Try that on 10 pound test. Try that on 20 pound braid. Well, they're not casting a 20 pound braid. I know somebody's going to say, Dennis, they're not casting that. You're exactly right. What they're doing is he's vertical jigging that with that 20 pound. And he's vertical jigging probably with the 10 pound. Because it's hard to cast it, a little jig with it. Now, if you put an 1/8 ounce weight on there, 1/8 ounce jig, and vertical jig, it's fine. You drop it and go on down. But if you're going to cast like I'm doing, okay, I'm not trying to be silly here. I'm just trying to be realistic, you know, of the difference. If you're going to cast fish like I do very little vertical jigging, then you need 6 is the biggest thing you need to be putting on your rod. You get bigger than 6 pounds, you're going to have trouble casting your jig. I use 1/48, even 1/60 sometimes. I used to use 1/48 some yesterday under a dock. If you're fishing a dock that's in 14 foot of water, I just checked that one like that one. There's nothing on that one. These crappie right here are 8 feet. I don't need a lot of weight. I don't want my bait to go zoom down to the bottom. I want to fall down slow, then they run up and grab it. Because like I said, when it fell down past that trash right there, he ran out and grabbed it. If it went past him like Superman, they wouldn't pay any attention to it. Bam. That's a nice fish. He's on there. So I still kind of pick him up with my line, but I got the net underneath him somewhat. 2 pound test, you don't know. You fray it a little bit, but like I said, that's a nice fish there, guys. Well, that's 2 on this wild color, right? The thing about 2 pound test, like I say, I can cast. Like That's why I use it. It skips great. I can put that, look, way over there. And my line's stuck right there. I need to spray it again. You spray your line once in a while with Real Magic or Real Snot. I use it too, it works good. Make a cast like that. At the end of your cast, that's when you want to put it on. I'm gonna go up this bank. I'm not gonna keep playing with those bunch of fish right there. Quite a few there, but y'all know me. I don't sit there and beat them to death. If I catch 5, 6 out of school, I go on and hunt for another school. Now, I've said that many a times. I know some of y'all went, huh? A couple of weeks ago, I was fishing the dock and catching one after another, and I left it. And I said, I'm gonna go looking for bigger fish. And I know some of y'all probably thought, why is he leaving feeding fish going to looking for bigger fish? The next place I went, the first fish I caught was like 13 inches. Now I think I caught a couple 11s there. I'm gonna switch to this side, guys. And that's that. And I said, hey, that's why I move. But after you catch a few out of a school like that, they catch on to you and they're harder to catch. And that's one reason I move. I can catch more fish during the day if I keep moving, because I know where a lot of fish are. And I go in an area like I'm doing right now, I fish it, check 2 or 3 spots in there, catch 5 or 6 or 8 spot, and I move. Well, at the end of the day, I done caught 30, 40 fish. At the end of the day, by lunchtime, I'm gonna come off here at 11 o'clock. And I started this morning at 6:30, 6:45, so it's 9 o'clock. In 2 hours, I'm coming off here. In that time, I can catch 30 fish because I'm catching 5 or 6 real fast at a spot. Instead of spending the next 10 minutes trying to get one bite, I go into a new spot. All right, guys. Bam. This nice. I just got some shoulders. You done? I'll pick him up. Bam. 2 pound test. You gotta watch how you're swinging decent sized crappie around, don't you? Yeah, it's a nice one. That's on the Azure Blue Tweety Bird. Bam. Put him back in. Bam. These guys were watching me to see what I was fishing for. Most of them figure it out pretty fast. Alright, this is on the ice color Tweety Bird. Alright. And guys, I don't have many colors with me. I know I'll have to dig around. I know y'all probably think I got a bunch of baits with me, and I do. I've got a bunch of the new baits with me, which I have been fishing with the last couple days. I've made so many videos with those. I got a lot of the tail colors with me. I bag them up in my tackle box like that way, you know, about what they are. And I wasn't planning on doing something with the Tweety Bird today. It's just that's the bite today. I started off with something different, and the bite wasn't good, and I switched to a Tweety Bird and started casting them. So again, body profile sometimes means as much as color, and that's one of the things I'm trying to share with you today. I'm casting them on different colors. There you go. You're going like, but then it's, you know, you're not proving that a color is better than another. Some days some colors are better. Some days changing the profile. I think it's some fish. Yep, that way he was fighting. Some days the profile will make a difference, right? Isn't he pretty? Yeah, I catch a few of these every trip too. They hang around with the crappie, don't they? Sometimes I catch some nice ones. Bam. All right. That's a decent fish too. Top it. He's about 9 7/8. All right, guys. I think that's, how many is that on the ice color? Hold up the fingers. I don't remember now. I think it's 2. We might go for one more, then we'll switch. How's that sound? All right, guys. Next cast. Yeah, the ice color. People comment said on his lake and on Grenada it was a great color. So some of y'all guys fishing Grenada, there you go. The ice color is a great seller, and that's a nice one. He's right at 10 inches probably. And the cricket also. Yeah. Some people like cricket, you think wipeout and brim would be. Brim is a great color in the cricket, the wipeout is too, but believe it or not, a lot of people are buying ice. Bam. There you go. Summertime crappie. Now this is Virginia shad with a azure tail. So I don't sell that color. I just make it. It's the first time I think I've ever tried it. I made it when I was making the tail colors, guys. Now you can buy it in a Willowtail. You can buy it in a Tadpole Junior. Okay. So if you're interested in that one, yeah, they're out there on the site, but not in the Tweety Bird. Okay. I got colors, guys, that are not on the site. A lot of colors. I got some new colors with me today that I'm testing. I got some new colors in the 3-inch minnow that I've never made before. A couple of weeks ago I made them. I haven't even fished with them yet. All right. This one you can buy. This one's azure. Bam. Oh, he's a baby. Yeah, this pontoon is still riding around, guys. They came in, went all the way down there, and out all the way back out. People do it a lot. We're around looking. They're just looking around. All right, guys. Bam. This one acts like he's got some shoulders. He does. Want to pick him up? Bam. 2-pound test. You got to watch how you're swinging decent-sized crappie around, don't you? Yeah, that's a nice one. That's on the azure blue Tweety Bird. Bam. He's a small one. He's a young. It's the brim color. Yep. And guys, the brim color is excellent. It's in all the junior bodies, Tadpole, Stigma Junior. This water's pretty clear right here. It's probably 2.5, 3 foot visibility. You still can catch them on the brim color. That's a decent fish. I don't know if I'm gonna lift him up or not. Like I said, I've been lifting some up. I've been digging around the boat, guys, and I have found some other colors. I got a bag here and a bag there that I stick baits in. I don't know why I do it. I just stick all new colors in them. I reckon I do it sometimes when I got people fishing with me and the fishing's a little tough. Because see, what I usually do, I make videos about the baits, right, and the colors. That's a nice fish, guys. All right. So I usually carry with me this baits I'm doing that with. That's the brim color and the Tweety Bird. So I don't carry a big variety of colors with me. So I've been taking lately, because I had a couple of guide trips, and on the guide trip you need to be prepared for colors, and you need to have some baits with you, because you can go through some baits, right, with a couple people fishing. So lately I've been taking some odd and end baits in this small bags and sticking them in a couple bags to carry with me. So I probably got 15, 20 colors in one of these compartments and these other compartments in bags. So I got digging through there and I found some more Tweety Birds. Now, another color I came up with, this is Flash, okay? Yeah. Now, y'all know Flash is a killer in clear water. So let's see if we can catch a couple on Flash. I haven't moved. I'm still on the same dock, guys. Because I'm only catching 2 fish on a color and I'm switching, right? That's why I haven't moved. I just thought, well, we're going to do that and the fish keep biting. We're just going to sit here for a little bit. Because usually I go on and done it. All right, and what I'm doing, I'm not doing anything fancy. I can't cast from here. My pole's in the way now. I got it on this side. I'm just getting back under that boat like that. And there's a bunch of fish back in there, but can y'all see the braces going like that? I can't go back in there. There's a pile right in that corner. I can't get to them. If I throw over that brace, I never get them in. Maybe if I use a Rob 6-pound test, but then I can't skip good. With this 2-pound test, I pretty well put it where I want it. Gosh, guys, I reached up and cut the camera off. As soon as I hit the button, cut the camera off, I had a bite. Y'all see me cast. I told you the Flash color ain't gonna take long. Look here, look here. He barely hooked, look, barely, right there, skin. That's why I net the bigger fish. If he'd have been a 10-inch fish and I picked him up, he might have came off. All right, let's try the Flash color one more time. I think it's gonna be the last color, guys. I think it's the last color I got. I'll look after I catch this fish. All right, guys, the Flash has been good. I knew it would be. I think 3 casts and 2 fish. The brim done just as well, though. Like I said, the brim's just a good color. You wouldn't think that a green pumpkin color with all the flake that I put in it would get so many bites, but it does. It's just a good color. I got people that order brim, and they're ordering everything I make it in. All right, let me see if I can find one more. If not, we'll finish this up. All right, guys, appreciate you. You can check them out. The Tweety Bird works good. That's what the video was about today, to show you how the Tweety Bird's a good summertime bait, guys, and it skips good, okay? That was the whole idea of the video. And I use multiple colors, caught fish on all of them. Sometimes it's profile that catches fish just as much as color. Something small, the little tail's kicking. I tried a few other baits this morning. They went, nah. I caught one here and one there. I thought, I'm gonna change body shapes. And I went to the Tweety Bird, bam. Like Paul Harvey says, you know the rest of the story. All right, guys, Dennis, Fishing Lake Country. See you next time.